Hello. I don't know why my microphone got muted. I guess I clicked on the wrong thing. Anyway, welcome back. And hey, another stream. That's going well. We're basically going to be doing what we did yesterday, but I have some good news. Assuming my two dogs are behaving a bit better. So we might not have any major interruptions. I just heard one of them bark. Not one of them have made a sound in the last 5 hours. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully, we won't have any more interruptions, and things will go fine. I'll probably have to periodically check on the two of them as things go, but so long as they don't make any major noise, it shouldn't be a problem. They've been quiet all day. If they start getting rowdy and barking at every single thing that goes on outside as I start streaming, I'm gonna be miffed. I'm gonna be really miffed at the two of them. Like, I love these dogs, but when they do stuff like that, it makes me upset. Anyway, with that being said, let's get back to it. So, first things first. I did a little bit of work. Well, I did a decent amount of work off stream for the for the banner. I got this in as a placeholder for the image that I'm going to try to use for it, just so that I have some balancing on it. So right now, I'm wanting something. I'm wanting to get the main bits of info here. So first thing I want to do is what I've done here with this one. So for now, I'm going to turn this off. We're going to go here. Now to do this, it's going to take me some effort. Because this is in its own group. So I need to ungroup this. We got that. Let's see. Is this on the stroke? It's a in. So we want to change this to an out, just like this one. These two be the same. Now, before we do that, we're going to just go ahead and copy that, put it back in a group, close it. It's Control Shift V, Control V. That on the same spot. That's weird. Hang on. Why is that? What? Huh? Hey, that's weird. Okay, so what is this connected to? Well, that's connected to that one over there. Oh. Yeah, that would do that. Okay, let's let's try that again. Okay, now I can grab this. Would this be out? Turn it to... Okay, why is that? Why are those two things connected? Why are they connected? Okay, I'm gonna just do some here. I think I'm getting my layers mixed. Perfectly fine. Like that. Click this. Paste. Oh. If I do... Why is that over there? That is weird. I'm gonna just sort this a little. There, now that's more organized. Okay, now I can grab this. Control V, Control V. Hello, Owl. Happy Friday. Did you get any good green screens for me, Owl? Any fun green screens? Okay, so this should be that. I go in, more depth. Probably a 4? I don't know if 4 is going to be enough. Let's see. Uh, 4 could be too much, but I think that will be fine. Nope. Tried a little bit. All I could find were people using green screens rather than assets with green screens in the background. Okay. What about any shorts? Because that's what we're accepting. Well, what I'm accepting is like anything that's like a short or anything that is a... I'm trying to think of the word. Like anything that's a green screen or some sort of like a short video. Because I can do editing and stuff with those things and have some fun being silly with it. Okay. Oops. Not that. Nope. Hang on. Yeah. Actually, it needs to be white, so it doesn't matter. Make this a 3. I think that's what I had this at. Like a 3. Yeah, that looks about right. Now, how do I get this pattern? It was 22023220. 220320. Then it was subject and rounded edges. Yeah, I don't think that's right. Doesn't look quite right. I think it's the scale. 2.7 is what that's at. So 2.7. That looks a little better. 2202320. 2202320. There we go. How careful are you wanting to be on shorts with IP protected content? So long as it doesn't have like copyright music, it should be fine. Yeah, so long as it doesn't have copyright music, it should be fine. There are some exceptions, like some meme music and such, because those are like, if you do them briefly, they're like, you can handle that and it'll be fine. All right, let's see how this looks. There we go. A little bit tighter, but that's mostly because of the scale of this. So if I grab this and just, not that, this, no, there it is. That, there we go. I don't think these will need it. I could probably do some lines and it wouldn't look, probably keep things cohesive. Same visual identity. Let's work on the text though, because I've been forgetting to do the text for a while. So let's see. I should do with. Let's see. What was the typeface I was using? I think I was just using. Yeah, Helvetica Rounded, I think was what I was using. Right here, I think I want to do this as. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. So I'll just change the scale down to, let's say, 25. It's still a little too big. Let's try 20. 20 works. Then we can change this to 18. Try 17. That should do. Where's it at? So first thing I should list off is right here. It should be and I can take two things. Let's see. Where's my planner? This. Okay. Now I haven't gotten all of these planned out just yet because I'm honestly not quite sure what to do with a few of these. I just put this down here for now and work on. Oh. I just grab this, move it down. First thing for follow goals. Let's see. Now, can I add bullets on this thing? I can. It does seem to behave a little strangely. Why are the bullets so spaced out? That is weird. Why are the bullets so spaced out? I mean, I could just manually put the bullets in, but that's a weird thing that it's doing. Hang on. Ah, it's because I'm not doing frame. So if I just move this over here to a, oops, and do a frame. This should be a bit better. So now if I do the bullet, oh yeah, it still like smashes it right to the corner. It must be the text. It has to be the text I'm using. It must not favor bullets very well. Let's just try some standard Helvetica, perhaps will do. I would prefer not to use just regular Helvetica. Oh, is it moving it so far? Let's see. Let me look this up. Ah, so that's how it's done. What the heck? Weird. Hey, but good to see you again, and God bless. Thank you. And thanks for lurking. Okay, I think I'm gonna just have to do it individually. Not something I would really like to do personally, but this is such a specifically stupid thing. It's like, why is it even doing this? This is very counterintuitive to what I would like it to do. All right. Man, it's gonna frustrate me now because now I want to know how to do it. I want to know how to make a bullet board. I'll just look it up. Maybe I have to have a list first. Give that a try. Alright, so we'll start with like that. Text size 14. We do. Where's my list? Here it is. 600. Oh. Nope. Did not work. That is so weird. Let me take this over here and try and edit it. See if I can figure out what's going on here. The numbers list doesn't work, and neither does a bullet list. It throws it in, like, makes the spacing and everything gargantuan. Why is that spaced so far? Like, that doesn't make any sense to, like, any of this. And that doesn't change anything. Another letting. Tabs. What is going on here? Oh, bullets and numbering. Okay. There we go. Okay, okay. We don't want 1 inch. What we want is like 0.3. A little too much. 0.2. Now I can just take this. I think I can just straight up copy this, but I think I won't do that. Instead, I will this the appropriate spot. Now, where is layers? That one off. Here, delete this one. Gone, and here we go. That took a little more effort than it should have, but it's still new to me. I'm still learning stuff, so it's gonna take some effort. Now then, let's see. First one was okay. That one might be facing. Just take this in here and see what we can adjust. That does not work. Neither does that. Okay, now that works. Why is that working now? What did I do over here to make this work? Okay. I don't know what I did, but it worked. So we'll work with that. Oops. Oh. There it is. Okay. Oh. Hey. Is this a submission here? Hang on. Let's take a look at this. This should show up. Okay. Discord's being stupid. I could do some. Hold on. Okay, so that's not showing up in the thing. Hang on. Where is here? What? The where is it? Should be Discord. That should be. I think there's two of them, and I don't know which one's for what. Try this one and see if it goes through. Okay, yeah, it's going through on that one, but now I don't know if it's going to do that for... I'm gonna just do something really quick. Okay, it does it for both. That's... Oh wait, no, I didn't change the other one back. Okay, so it doesn't do it for both. So one of them is for one thing and one is for another. Hopefully that's the separation of voice chat. Okay, let's see what we got here. I could probably do something with this. This is a good this is a good entry. This is a good entry. I think I could do something with this. Would take a bit of effort on my part, but I think I could do something here. Where's my motivation and will to live? They're gone. It's more the expression at the end. I feel like I could do something with that. Goofy anime clips like that though, they're on the yeah, those are workable type things. Okay, so already know this one. Let's see. Oh, I know what this one could be. What could we do for... I know what we can do. There we go. I think those are some good follow rewards. Now for the other one. As soon as I can find... there it is. Was on my thing. Okay, I'm gonna do... This is also where we'll be figuring out what kind of rewards we'll be putting out for a lot of these. First one is... Okay. Man, what could the 100 gift sub thing be? What could that be? I'm not sure what I could have that be. It'd have to be something on Saturday, because Saturday is when we're doing, like, all day, basically all evening. I do not know. I know I want to do a karaoke stream. That's a good reward. Because people seem to like whenever I do karaoke. Not done horror before. Oh gosh. I don't like these kind of things, but I'll do this. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. We'll do that as the 40 gift sub. Now the question is, what could the 80 or 100 be? Those have got to be big. Those have got to be big. The first thing that comes to my mind for the 100 one is an art raffle, but I've done that before, and right now I am not the fastest with my art stuff going on, so I don't want to stockpile that anymore. I don't want to stress it out or burn myself out with that kind of thing, so I can't do that. If I'm considering the actual, like, mental effects it would have on me, I don't think I could do that. Maybe Jackbox or some other real audience participating game. Jackbox could do well, but I kind of want to... For audience participative stuff, you know what? I think Jackbox does for the 80 one, because I'm very, very cautious about Jackbox, simply because I do worry that people will get a little bit... They'll push their limits a bit, but I do think I've got a good community of people that aren't, like, bad. So I think I can go with that. Now the 100. The 100 is tricky. What could that one be? Okay, that's not snapping. Try this instead. And again, not snapping. There it goes. Very random with how it chooses to not snap sometimes. While I'm thinking of what to do for the 100 one, I'm going to add some decorative little stuff here and there. Discord something watch along for 100. I kind of want to do just like sharing stuff anyway. I don't really want that to be the gift, like the 100, like we reached this goal, let's do like a whole thing where you guys send me a bunch of videos stuff, because I already want everyone to do that, like on Saturdays and whatnot when we're like totally open. I want y'all to like share and stuff. I want it to be like a an event, something that we can do as a community. I know what we can do. This is going to be like the most chaotic thing that I will ever think of. What's it called? There we go. Because I do plan to have a server up. I do plan to have a server going on that people can hop in and mess around in while stream's going on. So that's the current thing. Now, this last one. Where is this? Okay. What was the other? Oh, wait. I have my list right here. I can just pull it up. Actually, I think we can just do this. Okay. I think these feel out of place. Let me check something. Yeah, these feel a little out of place. I'm gonna redo these. Let's see. I have a thing up here. Oh, is it that easy? Oh, it's that easy to change. Wow, that is awesome. Oh, thanks for the stretch out. Also, gonna require me to eyeball this a little bit. Okay, go here. Actually, I'll need to do it for just one at a time. Make this closer. How these are. So this is where are these located? Oh, it's right here, radius. So what is this one's radius? Whoops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. So this one has a radius of 0.164. Okay, so let's try that for this then. We do 0.164. There we go. Now they're lined up. What software am I using? Affinity. They had a recent update. Well, I say recent, it's like a few months ago. A recent update where their three main programs got all combined into one singular program, and it can reopen Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign programs. This program has allowed me to go back into my old Adobe files for Illustrator and Photoshop and allow me to make adjustments and actually get my assets and stuff back. And I am just so happy that we have another fantastic, high-quality vector program, because this is like fantastic for a graphic designer like me who does not like Adobe and is actively looking at every opportunity to not use Adobe. And the thing is, it's not that I don't like the program in terms of the way the programs function. I like the layouts, I like how they're organized, I like all of the tools and assets. I love all of that stuff. I just don't like the company associated with those apps, Adobe. Because Adobe is horribly unfair and viciously malicious with their subscription program. I don't care if Adobe gets mad at me for what I say and is like, wow, well, that guy just ruined any chance of getting a sponsor. Brother, I wouldn't want a sponsor from you. Adobe, I don't want a sponsor from you. I think I think you are evil. I exaggerate a little bit, but in some way I just think they're like viciously predatory with their subscription system. It's awful. They have literally what I would describe as the worst subscription service ever. And I don't say that with exaggeration. I genuinely believe that Adobe has the worst subscription program out there. Like, no bar, it is the worst. They make video streaming look good. What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean they make video streaming look good? Meaning the big streamers have somehow less bad subscription models. So here's the thing. Adobe's subscription model works for one specific type. Here's what. As in Disney Plus, Netflix, etc. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, honestly, but here's what I mean. Adobe, their subscription stuff is only useful for like colleges and businesses. That's it. They're horrible to independent creators and freelancers. And here's why. I can explain to you mathematically why it's bad. Adobe has like 50 apps. Did you know that? Adobe has like over 50 apps. Half of them do the exact same thing their three primary ones do, but with more specific stuff to it. Now, that aside, there are like 5 big ones that independent creatives use: Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, Premiere, and After Effects. Those are the big 5. They don't have a program. They don't have a subscription program where it's just those 5 that is a fair price, because they have a program that's $80 a month for all of their apps, all of them. So their 50 plus apps, they have a thing for $80 a month for all of them. That's the best bang for your buck. But I don't need the other freaking 40. I don't need the other like 45 apps. I just need these 5. So if you just looked at it mathematically, is like, okay, well, if you deduced like the 80, like the 50, let's say 50. Like let's say there's just 50. If we removed like percentile wise just the 50 from their subscription service, and you just wanted those 5, you have to pay 10 to 15 for each app if you want to select specific apps. So for just those 5, I have to pay $50 to $80, the exact same amount for the whole sweep thing. And they fluctuate their prices constantly. And then there's also the fact that every time you get an Adobe update, it actively is like a gamble on whether it's going to break something. There's too many reports of creatives having so many issues with their apps not communicating with each other when their main market for their apps is how everything can work together. It's really, really stupid. So on top of like the app pricing being just awful, they don't even do what they're advertised to do, which is let working with others be easier. Like, that's the whole point to it, is to make working with others easier so that you're all using the same file types, but then for some reason the same file types don't work. It's a headache. But the thing that gets me is the pricing. I could ignore like a bunch of faulty, like I can ignore equipment issues because I'm an independent and I don't work with a lot of other people. So I wouldn't have that communication issue as much. I wouldn't experience that as badly. But the pricing is just too much for a single independent creator. It's too much. For me to pay $50 a month for 5 apps is ridiculous. When you have an alternative option for all of your apps that's $80. But I don't need the other apps. I just need those 5. But they don't have a thing for just those 5 that's an actually reasonable price thing. It's not worth it. It's predatory, it's hostile, and literally whenever someone brings up critique to Adobe, they're just like, oh, well, you can always just not use Adobe products. And the context to that is like, all right, fine. And I am at the stage with Adobe where I'm just like, I hope that they see massive financial loss and that they start actually putting quality back into what they make. As it currently stands, I have found a replacement for the main 5 things that I had previously been using from Adobe. For Photoshop, it's been Procreate and Clip Studio Paint. For Illustrator, it is now Affinity. For After Effects and Premiere, it's been DaVinci Resolve. And for InDesign, also Affinity. I found a replacement for all of them, and they're all considerably better options because Clip Studio Paint has a one-time purchase option for their original Clip Studio Paint, and they have a subscription model if you want to get to the subscription model. But the fact is that like they have a flat base priced one that they keep regularly in check. That is a one-time purchase. And I like that. I like that they have that as an option. You can get the subscription model, and that's optional, but you still have a fully fledged art and image editing based program that's a one-time purchase, and they're not going to change that. Or at least they said they're not going to change it. So far that has standed to be true. DaVinci Resolve, again, it is a free program, and it has a one-time purchased version of that program. That's the studio grade version. I don't have the studio grade version, but I have very much considered getting it. And the only reason I haven't gotten it right now is simply due to financial stability. If I get to a position where I am at a financially stable point and I don't have to worry about like certain necessities as much, I'll more than likely and very happily get it, because it's a one-time purchase thing and it gives you all the fun editing stuff that you could ever need for it. It's great. So there is that. Sorry about that. You brought up a bit of fervent rage inside my heart. You managed to bring up a bit of fervent rage whenever Adobe gets brought up in subject. Ooh, I don't like Adobe. Some people get really like peeved with AI stuff sometimes. For me, like I don't really care about like AI junk as much. I think it's got places that it could have purpose and it not be actually harmful and such like that. But Adobe, I'm just like, no. And the way Adobe has sought to use AI at this point has also been like one of the most like hostile, like Adobe's just not playing the smart game at all. Anyway, I zoned out for a hot minute there for what I was trying to do. You got me a little bit heated there, Owl, with that thing, because I just Thanks for the hydration. Something else I also should do is update my Throne account and figure out a couple of little tricks here and there. Someone told me there's a way to get your Throne account to where if someone buys something off of your Throne, it notifies you here. I want to test that, but I don't know how I can test that. Because as far as I've looked into it, and it seems like I have it hooked up, but then it's like I haven't seen it actually happen. So I'm like, I don't know. I do not know. Yeah, I've seen people use that before. Probably not a good way to test besides people actually paying something. I need to find like some really nice, well, there is like one item on my Thrones list. Hang on. Let me pull this up over here. There's like one specific like set of items. Where are they at? Yeah, under dice. I have some like really simple cheap dice like this right here. It's like $6. Is that really the only small dice I have? I've got these ones. Wow. I need to put some more like light dice on this thing. Yeah, I'll put some more like lighter dice to add to my collection, as opposed to some of the more expensive. I saw this the other day. This looks so cool. I'm a bit of a dice fanatic. I like the little clickety clacks. This looks so cool. This is like the revolver cylinder one that I have, but instead of it being like a revolver cylinder, it's like a potion container thing, and the dice themselves look like little potion vial container things and such. I like this. This is so cool. It's only like it's really cool. Okay, this thing just is so cool looking. I also really want to get this thing, but this is like a this is definitely like a luxury thing. It's one of those things that I think if somebody gets it, it's purely a luxury that I will be thankful for. There's also snacks. These might be right. The Cheez-Its are like $6 too. I haven't gotten snacks from anybody in such a good while. I haven't got any Chips Ahoy, any M&Ms or Cheez-Its or any such. I haven't gotten snacks in such a good while. But it's also, I haven't streamed as much lately, so it makes sense. I just realized that sounds like I'm trying to be like, oh, could you maybe get me some snacks? That's not what I'm trying to say at all. I'm just kind of realizing the reality of my situation. Don't take that as like a, oh, he's asking for snacks type thing, because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm just recognizing the reality of my situation. I forgot about this. I need to actually take this down and re-put it up because the price on this item has changed. The price for the item changed because of stuff. Wait. Yeah, no. Let me check really quick. I'm going to change screens for a brief moment. Yeah, we'll change screens for a moment. I'm going to quickly make this adjustment because if I don't do it now, I'm going to forget. I know I'm going to forget if I don't do it now. At least the music's nice. It took longer than I expected, but my dog started barking. I'll be... Blossom! Your timing, Blossom! I have to go check on my dogs and go to the away screen. Your timing is continuously awful. Every single time, Blossom. Dang it. I'll be right back. I'll try to be quick. Dang it, Blossom. You couldn't have waited 5 more minutes? I'll be right back. I'll try to be quick. Okay, I'm back. Blossom. How was your stream? Did you have fun with World Seeker? Did Blossom leave? Am I alone now? Is that it? She just drops in and then leaves, not taking responsibility for any of the things she's done? That's so Blossom. I'm still here. Hi, Draco. I would say, are we going to follow on the typical empty threats, but we're also on Friday and June's coming up, so I don't want to do that. She is hollow. Fair. hollow of back and of head. All right, let me do a thing. Oh. Okay, now I need to move this down. You'll have to give me a moment. I am doing a thing. Blossom got me at literally the worst possible time. What the heck? Okay, that's weird. Alright, where is the thing for this? Is it here? Okay, now I'm gonna just... This shouldn't take me too much time. I will free you. I just bought a desk, coffee table, and I have to buy a couple other things, so no gifted from me for this paycheck. Excellent. So, no empty threats then. And no worries for me. No one tell Panzer. He doesn't need to know. Alright, now I need to... That doesn't mean I won't get you on a later paycheck, though. Doesn't... not now. Not now. Don't do that. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna quickly try to figure something out. This is gonna take me probably a minute. Be like, what would the price be? It'd be like, 79? Set it up to 82.37. So 79 is close, but needs to be a little less than that. Again, sorry about the sudden quietness. Blossom got me as I'm literally doing, like, I'm having to do something without you guys being able to see it. Try 78. See if that, how drastically that changes the price. Okay, so that's getting closer. It'd be 70, 78, right, 78.30. Closer. Let's try 78.20. Okay, very close. Now 78.25. Oh, that's really close. I'm gonna try 70. 26. Let's try 78.27. Whoops. So close. 78. 31. Really close. I have to get this right. 58. 40. Ah, misclicked the thing. I love that everybody's all little Pokemon. For context for people, one of the follow goal rewards is new avatars. So I'll be trying to draw up little adventurers to be on the screen instead of Pokemon. I'm gonna try to, if I do this, I think I'll come up with 7 different little adventurers. Actually, I think I'll do 3 and give outfit variations for each one, because I'll do like the typical trio of like tank, DPS, and support, and we'll have like a wizard, a paladin, a barbarian, a fighter, like the typical like RPG classes. We'll do that because that's fun. 28.45. Still not quite it. I'm being very hesitant to just put down a bigger number, so let's try 78.80. Ooh, that's very close. 78.75. Wait, is it gonna be 78.78? Because if that's the case, that's gonna be really funny. No, but it's really close. 78.75. Hello, Wagwan. I don't know what that means, but hello, welcome in. Sorry you caught me at a time where I'm trying to fix a thing on Throne. So, pay it, no mind. 78, 72? Ooh, that's really close. That's super duper close. It might be the closest we've managed to get. I've managed to get so far. By the way, for context of what I'm doing, I've taken down the drawing tablet off of Throne from the crowdfunding, and am, well, all right. Welcome in, Raiders. Anyway, let me explain what I'm doing here. I'm on Throne, and hello, Dawn. You're new. You're new. Welcome in. You caught me at a really unfortunate time because I'm just kind of fumbling about. What is with people rating me when I'm just fumbling about madly, not knowing what I'm doing? What is wrong with all of you? Why is it whenever I'm just shambling about, just chatting as I'm trying to fix a thing on Throne, that people are like, now's the time to rate him when he's not doing anything interesting at all? Howdy, yeah, I finally had a chance to pop in. Welcome in. I forgot the number I was doing. 78, 71? Armor Raid! Hello! We got a bunch of first times in here. Hello! Ah, that's the number. Okay, so I'm gonna just quickly add this from Throne Balance. There we go. Okay. Now I can share my screen back again. So, what I was doing was fixing a thing on Throne because I had put I had put a drawing tablet on Throne while it was on sale. And that was a bad thing to do. Because it went off sale, and I didn't know when you have something on Throne and you post it when it's on sale, it doesn't update the price when it's crowdfunded. So what I've had to do is take what people have given me, and I've had to close down the crowdfunding of the previous one, re-put it back onto Throne, and then move all of those funds back into this. Now, the upside to that is no one's funds have been wasted. They've all gone to the tablet. The downside, it does not show who's like been funding it other than myself, because the way when you close a crowdfunding, it goes into your Throne wallet, and there's that. I don't like doing this. I really don't like doing this. But I got gaslit and convinced by my friends to put this on here. And so on here it is. I think it's ridiculous. This is a $1,000 item. This would be the most ridiculous thing that if this is the thing that people actually get me, because Panzer is crazy, I will lose my mind. Because if this happens, I'm not joking. If this happens, I will basically never quit streaming. I know that's like an incredibly extreme thing to say. If this happens, I have zero reason to ever not keep streaming, because it tells me that the community, or at least like everyone, enjoys the stream that much. Yo, that's some quality. The best part is, this thing is like, if you got like the same kind of specs from Wacom, would be double the price. Wacom's like base thing, like this is a 4K, this is a 19-inch 4K resolution with pens. It comes with like swappable nibs, a new smudge guard, a whole bunch of setup, and it comes with like the programmable button remote, which is not a thing the Cintiq, Wacom Cintiq has, and it's still only like a $999 after tax. It's like $1,070 or something around that sort. Point is, Huion is a brand that if they asked me for a sponsor, like if they asked me and say, hey, you want to sponsor, do you want to sponsor in your streams? And I'm just like, if it's Huion, without question. I love Huion. They make fantastic tablets. I'll shield for them without their permit, without them paying me, because I've used their tablets. Their tablets are fantastic and so good for beginner artists because they're so well priced. Let me show you a thing. I want to just show you a thing. Let me find a thing really quick. Let's see if I can find that. Here it is. So I can't pull up the Amazon page because that'll show a whole bunch of stuff, but I can pull it up on Google and then tell you what the price is. So if I, where is it at? Where is it at? If I go over here, pull this up, and go here. So this right here, the Huion Canvas Pro. This is the Canvas Pro 16. I have the, not the 16. I have the 13. Wait a minute. Who I rated in from was gone for a minute. Oh. Hi. So, yeah, the Huion Canvas Pro 13, the version that I got when I first got it, this is the 16. This, normally, you can get this on Amazon for $400. This is a display tablet. This isn't a, like, non-display tablet. This is a screen display tablet with 6 programmable buttons. That's a crazy good price, considering the competitor is Wacom. Now, the 13-inch one, the smaller one, the one that I would call the more portable one, its base price is like $330. That is awesomely cheap. And it is a fantastic quality. Like, I will recommend Huion tablets up and down. They're great quality tablets at fantastic prices. It's like, you want your bang for your buck, go for Huion. I will shield for them forever. Anywho, I gotta get back to this. So, first things first. Blossom probably went to go shower because she... For context, for people who don't know, Blossom doesn't... The joke is that Blossom doesn't shower unless I stream. For some reason. Alright, now, I believe the... It's 220232. Two zero. Is it 023 or 032? It's 220232. Okay. 220232. There we go. Awesome. Let's see. How does that look? Is that a little cramped? A tiny bit cramped, but also a little bit cramped. But I don't think it's too cramped. Alrighty, sorry to raid and run, but I got a few things to settle before bed. Have a great stream. God bless. Well, Dawn, thank you all the same. I am not going to hold it against you for having to raid and run. I've had to do it a few times myself. It's pretty common. Don't feel bad about having to raid and run. You have a good rest of your evening, and again, thank you for the raid. Okay, I think what I can do... Grab this. Make this a little bit bigger. Then to eyeball it a bit. Try oops. Try doing this. And then... Hang on, my dog's whining. He's a whiny baby, so she makes a lot of noise. Anybody with pit bulls understands they're just big babies. Okay, I'll take this. There we go. This should be the... yeah. I go... Can you all hear her whining? Just curiosity. Hang on. Do you want to... hang on. You want to say hello to everybody? Caden? No? You're just gonna walk off now. You come up to me and whine to me for like 5 minutes, and then I give you a modicum of attention, and then you walk away? Spoiled rotten. She is. She's a spoiled rotten little puppy. Well, she's not a puppy, but she acts like a puppy. Ah, there's a dirt bike going down the road. That's probably what's gonna grab her attention. I think I might have made this a little too big. Let me try a thing. Now, for me to keep the proportions right, I kind of have to adjust it this way. Well, hello. I don't hear anything? Well, that's good enough, I guess. Both of my dogs are now resting at the base of my swivel chair, which is going to put me on edge a little bit, because now I'm going to be like, ah, great. Now I have to try and make sure that I don't accidentally scooch over on their little toesies. Nothing like your dogs keeping you on edge. Think. I think this might be a good size. All right, now let's... There we go. All right, that should. That. I have these at font 14, so okay, that's a little more to what I was expecting. Let's see. Can I forget how you can align a thing to another thing. For now, where is it? There we go. Okay, so that's aligned. Now I can go ahead and just change the text. What was the time I was going for again? I think it was. Need this to be a little bigger. I think I can make this a little closer and it should be fine. I will just take this. I will just move. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. Take these objects, group, and then where did that get? On. Let's move it. Here. Select back.
Making noise. Big old chug-a-lug, you're making noise. Making too much noise. Gotta be quiet, girl. I'm streaming. He's so rowdy.
He's so. She's so spoiled. Like I just told her off, and she's just like, "I'm gonna keep doing this anyway because I got things I gotta do too, Mister Fancy Pants." I was just like, "What do you gotta do? What you gotta do?" Okay. Now I should be able to. Whoops. Should be able to just grab. Yeah, I can just grab these two things. This. Now I can just go. Here's the. There it is. Excuse me, I have briefly forgotten how one spells Saturday. Okay, that is correct. Unless, you know, autocorrect is lying to me, which is not a thing that one would not expect. Okay, I think the text might be a little too big. Just a smidge too big. Let's my dog just startled me by brushing her snout against my leg underneath my desk. Bad girl. No. Babe. Don't do that. Come here, you. Come here. Come here, you big old lug. Alright. Caden, here you go. Here. Come here. You rowdy. Hi. Of course you come in as I give Caden a modicum of attention, then Zoe shows up. Come here, you. Zoe. Alright. You two behave yourselves. You two behave yourselves, okay? I'm streaming. I can't handle anything if you two get too rowdy with each other. Alright. Let's see. I think a 18 font is a little better. Let's try working with an 18 font. Okay, that should do for that little bit. So we've got our main goals, the days for stream, the hours, and now for this. This one's gonna be big. I think I can make this a little bigger. Okay. I think that's more workable. I can do something with that. That font's a little big. Let's try. Okay. Bullets off. Okay. I also think I spelled participants wrong. Okay, so autocorrect thinks I'm trying to spell persistent. Uh, Testing dyslexia being annoying again. That's participants. A lot of empty space there. What can I add here? There we go. My little pupper is getting upsetty. I'll have to call stream pretty soon. Because she'll whine if I'm not, like, with her for too long. But we got something going. I think I can actually grab pretty much everything here. Yep. Okay. I think that will do. Need to do some color adjustments and a few other things as well. But we got that in. Let's take a look at the Discord, see if anybody's got anything submitted. Hi. You have anything else you want to say? Here, let me point the microphone over to you. Want to speak? Want to chat? Hmm? Hmm? Oh. Oh. No? You don't want to chat? He was whining so much before. You sure you don't want to chatter? Yeah, let me see if I can get this microphone to her. You want to say anything? You want to say something? Yeah. Go on. Go on. Come on. You got something to say, or are you just going to be pouty when I don't give you attention? Yeah, well, you're just going to be pouty when I don't give you attention? But you wait a little bit. I'll close up stream since you're going to be so pouty. She wants my attention so dang bad. I gotta give her it, or she's gonna be pouty. And we got what we needed to get done. Wait a minute, girl. Wait. Caden, wait. All right. Let's see if we can find someone to raid. Who's available? We got a couple of people. Who do I pick? Here's a couple of people I could pick. I think. You know what? We're gonna go from mostly calm to sporadic and chaotic with Silent Bell. Y'all go give her some funds, some fun time in such. I blanked out. All right, y'all go have fun with her. I'm gonna close things up. Big great having you. Thank y'all. Hopefully I'll stream again tomorrow. Bye bye.